Hello there, everybody. DankTheMuffinman is back today to watch the final episode of Goblin Slayer. Alright, first of all, welcome to all you new viewers, regular viewers, and subscribers. All of you, thank you all for being here. Alright, I guess this episode will be like half action with the Goblin Lord and half being like the celebration and setup if there's gonna be more Goblin Slayer. I don't know. Alright, but it was quite fun. I will talk about what I plan to do for the next season of anime afterwards. But for now, let's get right into the anime reaction. Okay, again, thank you for watching. The anime reaction begins now. Let me go. Is this? It's the Goblin's mind. We're hearing his thoughts. Okay, I see. Wait, what? What? What the hell was that? Here he comes. I'm glad that because he had the mind of the Goblin Lord. Fate of an adventurer. So he's fighting. Huh. Hmm. What? And these guys are no joke. He made that look easy. Definitely more durable. Leave this goblin. Holy shit. The Goblin Lord could leave now, but he's not leaving. What? Wait, what? It's the priestess. She learned a new miracle. Wow, she used protection like that? Huh. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's a cool way to use protection. I would love to hear what's going on in his mind. He's talking? They could talk? Don't let him go. Do not let him go. What the hell? No. No. Still hard to watch them. Wow. He barely made it through. Wow, he planned this all out. But they have returned safely. Pretty good end. Wait, this is the hero. She's the person who defeated the demon lord, right? Yeah, it is. Hmm. Oh, she knows. She knows how terrifying they could be, huh? What? What do you want to do? Does she want a kiss or something? She probably wants a kiss or something. Here she goes. Is she gonna go for it? Okay, I think she wanted to just see his face. Everybody wants to see his face. Excellent feature. He has many women in his that he could get. Hmm.
そうか。そうだといいな。
Hmm. First time you see a smile. And that's it.
ただその冒険者は他のものとはちょっと違いました。彼は常に策を練り、考え、
This adventurer is Goblin Slayer.
起点を聞かせ、徹底的でした。彼は
Going through all the previous encounters they had with goblins
そしてある時
throughout the show.
神々は気がつきました。彼が世界を救うことはないでしょう。彼が何かを変えることはないでしょう。
Hmm.
彼はどこにでもいる駒の一つに過ぎないのですから。でも彼は決して神々にサイコロを振らせようとはしません。だからこそその冒険者の結末は神々だってわからないのです。
Interesting, okay.
彼の戦いは
His
続き
battle
ます。
continues today.
今日もどこかで。
Alright. And the Goblin Slayer will return. Okay. So what is that saying that there's gonna be a season 2? I I guess he will return. I guess it's too popular to say no, huh? Alright. Guys, hold on. I'm gonna come back with my discussion of the episode, and I'm gonna talk about what I'm gonna do in the future, what I'm gonna plan to react to. Well, I'm gonna try to talk about that. Let's see. Yeah, let's get to the discussion. Let's go. Alright, we are back. First of all, let's talk about this here. Quite surprising that we got to hear the thoughts of this Goblin Slayer. I never thought that would happen, but we get to see that he didn't just abandon his group because he was afraid. He abandoned his goblin army because there was no point in staying. It's better he lets himself live to rebuild. All right. So he wasn't doing it out of pure like being afraid. He was afraid, but he knew that that was the best course of action in this instance. So he basically threw away the remaining part of his army, the hobgoblins and the goblin champions, in order to head back to the nest and make some more. Unfortunately for him, well, something weird. Before I get into that, this. I don't know if this implies that the Goblin Slayer can read the minds of goblins. Like literally, after this scene where there's this close up on the goblin's brain, the Goblin Slayer appears and says, "I knew that's what he was thinking." So is that implying that the Goblin Slayer can read the minds of goblins? I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if that's saying that he could read the minds of goblins, or if it's like I don't know. Maybe it has some. Maybe the Goblin Slayer being able to what looks like read the Goblin Lord's mind. Maybe it has something to do with the full green moon that's supposedly where goblins came from. I don't know, but they did make quite a few nods at the green moon, which is making me more believe that in this world that the goblins somehow came from the moon, which is why they kept like that moon was always in like the focus. Like they always kept going back and making sure that you could see the green moon, right? So maybe the goblins do in fact come from the moon if they kept doing that. Maybe the Goblin Slayer could read goblins' minds when there's a full green moon. I don't know. But that's what it looks like. It looks like he's really it's some kind of he could read the minds of goblins, which kind of explains more why he's so good at killing them because he knows what they think. He knows how the goblins think. I thought it was just like he knows how they think because of experience, which could very well still be the case because this could just be a visual effect for no reason. But this seems too specific. This thing here seems like to me like the goblin and it probably can't. It's probably not like straight up mind reading, but maybe like deduction, like accurate deduction. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I could be wrong about that. But in any case, that's what I'm gonna stick with for now. He probably did read the Goblin Lord's mind at that point, and he was like, I knew that's what you wanted to do, right? He had an idea about what he wanted to do at that point. Like even beforehand, like the goblin or like already knew how they were going to approach their plans, right? But again, it was good to hear the thoughts of the Goblin Lord, right, and see how he thinks. He did just think like kind of cowardly, kind of he did think like he didn't think for a monster. I guess that's okay. I mean he could just reproduce more, right? He values his own life over everybody else because he believes if he lives, well, yeah. And if he does live, if he did live here, he would just come back. Which is why he would say that's why he was saying there's always a next time. Right? And by the end, before they cut to the opening credits, what the hell, that it seems that the Goblin Slayer did go to the nest, and maybe he took care of the goblins in the nest because he can't do that. He already said that he could handle large amounts of goblins in like a cave before. So I assume when the goblin says your home is gone, that means the Goblin Slayer went to the home or his nest and took care of the remaining goblins inside the cave, because he can't do that by himself. And he probably rescued the woman in the cave as well. So that's what I'm going to assume. If I'm wrong, feel free to clarify. Okay. Moving on to the next scene. Okay, let's talk about the events before and during the scene. We got an excellent fight scene in the fields with the other adventurers. All right, it was a nice action scene. The tension in there wasn't really all that great. I didn't expect anybody to die at that point. They had their plans from the Goblin Slayer, and they were experienced adventurers. So they were there to back each other up, right? So that was nice to see. Also, the spear dude. I hate that he doesn't have a name. Nobody has names, real names. The spear adventurer and the witch adventurer seem to be, well, the witch adventurer seems to be more interested in the spear guy than the Goblin Slayer. So I guess that confirms if she like even gives a shit about the Goblin Slayer romantically. I guess not. It's the spear guy who she has her eyes set on, which is why she probably spends that much time like around the spear guy, right? But yeah, that fight scene with the Goblin Champion and spear guy was pretty nice, and showed how much the witch lady cares about him, right? And then we moved on to this right here. Alright. Now the Goblin Slayer again is showing how the Goblin Slayer isn't particularly strong. His power comes within his mind, his intelligence. And it shows again he planned this all out beforehand. Alright? But it was really cool to see like protection used in this way. All right, so he told the priestess girl to come a little bit afterwards and like trap the Goblin Lord in two protections, one like to encase him, and that's what he thought of. The priestess then did not think about the use of protection in that way. The Goblin Slayer did. That is, who would have thought that you could use a defensive spell to inflict damage like to encase your enemies? Holy shit, that was really cool to see the priestess. Well, I know it was the Goblin Slayer's plan, but it was the priestess herself that came through to even make it possible, right? And she has improved with her spells because she did couldn't she do like only like two miracles in the beginning? Now she could do she could do, I think, at most four, because she was supposed to do three. She was supposed to do three barriers, but she did two. So I guess she could do like four miracles per day. Now again, that was nice to see the priestess like that. Seeing her come through and assist with the kill, yeah? So yeah. Um Also, the goblin lords can talk. So this guy confirms that goblins can indeed talk if they live long enough. Alright? He on looking at the priestess, he begged for the priestess's mercy. He said that he's sorry, that he won't do this again. He'll go back to the forest and live peacefully. No, we both know that that's a bunch of nonsense. He's gonna, the moment she lets go of that barrier, they were all dead, because the Goblin Slayer couldn't do anything at that point, because he was too weak, and the priestess can't overpower the, like, she cannot like overpower this goblin lord. So the moment she let go of that barrier, that's it. Game, set, match. The priestess dead, the Goblin Slayer dead. He would have gone back to his home and rebuild his home, because his home is no longer good. Again, he would have found a way to rebuild and come back and do it again. Alright, so it's nice to see that the priestess has learned from her exposure to goblins, because this was quite convincing. I guess this here's a way to this would have worked on priestess in the beginning, because she did have mercy for the goblin children. Right? And correct me if I'm wrong. While the goblin lord was waiting for the priestess's response, we saw a flashback, which I assume is his memories. I think he was remembering like his life, and we saw a goblin crying, like how he is crying now in this scene. And he if that is him as a child, like if the goblin we saw crying in the cave was him, um, he cried as a goblin child, and the moment the adventurer turned her back, she was dead. He was gonna do the exact same thing, and I guess we saw how he rose up as the goblin lord as he is today. Because I don't believe that was the memories of the priestess. Clearly, that was his that was his life, right? And I guess that he was just praying for her to let the barrier go so he could have his way. Maybe he won't have actually killed the priestess. He might have saved her to rebuild his goblin army. That's what he might have done. So yeah, it would have been really bad. I'm glad that the priestess has learned from her experiences. Alright? And then the Goblin Slayer knew that's what that's the Goblin Slayer knew that's what the Goblin Lord was planning, and boom. Stab, dead. And that's basically it. Rep Goblin Lord. It was a little bit on the gruesome end, but if he was allowed to live, the gruesomeness would have been like given to them instead and not him. So whatever. In any case, we moving on to the next scene. Let's go. I am back. I was gonna put the picture here on the Goblin Slayer at the end, but there's this guy here with no mouth. I was like, okay, in case anybody missed it, yeah, there's a guy with no mouth here. It's really I didn't even see it in the episode. This guy has no mouth. What the flick? Animation errors, but whatever. He has a beard but no mouth. What the flick? He even has a little chin thing here, but he doesn't have a mouth. The hell? Okay, in any case, at this point, we are celebrating, well, they're celebrating here in the bar, after the Goblin incident. Also, beforehand, we did see the hero who did kill the Goblin Lord or Goblin King. And it seems that she does indeed know how scary goblins could be, because her companions thought that goblins were weak, like how normally a lot of adventurers tend to think in this world. But she apparently has seen the terror of goblins for herself, and she thanked the Goblin Slayer. Well, she she expressed her gratitude for the Goblin Slayer's existence, because without him, they would come back to the town and it would have been destroyed, and all their work defeating the Goblin Lord or King would have been for nothing, right? Because they did this to protect not just the village or the kingdom, but humanity in general. And it would quite suck for them to come back and humanity be in ruins, or the kingdom be in ruins because of them not being able to save everybody. The Goblin Slayer was doing their work without doing it directly. So she was great. She was grateful for that. All right. And then we move on into this bar scene here, where the Goblin Slayer and the Priestess primarily have this touching scene, a nice scene with the two of them to close off the episode. And the Priestess basically just tells the Goblin Slayer to what it sounds to me like to just trust in us. There's no luck involved in us being to us want us wanting to come and help you. There was no luck. There's no chances we would have helped you regardless. And the Goblin Slayer here and that was filled with happy. He was actually happy to hear the Priestess say what she said there. Right, we got to see his view of the Priestess in his helmet, and it was like brightness and happiness. So we could see that he was happy in that moment, because he knew that he had somebody, or he had the support, or he had something close to what our family is. He had those who cared about him in this area, in this guild, right? And he even says he wants to be an adventurer now. That's what he wants to be now, right? I hope he does get to go on that adventure, huh? Yeah, but it was quite the good. Goblin Slayer was quite good. I'm glad I reacted to it. Was it a masterpiece? No, not a masterpiece. It was an okay anime. Okay, it was okay for me. I don't regret reacting to it in the slightest. I'm glad I did it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction to Goblin Slayer. It was quite good, and the man with no mouth here agrees. Okay, okay. You're probably wondering what I'm gonna be doing next, right? I do plan to watch The Promise Neverland. I want to try out that. I hear it's gonna be good. Um, I have seen some, because those who read the manga put the manga chapters in their YouTube thumbnails. I have seen it before, and I assume I've probably been spoiled to things in Promise Neverland before without even like viewing it. But why do you put manga chapters in your thumbnails? Do not do that. Okay, but that's one thing I want to give a look see. Um, what again? I will be doing quite a few one-time reactions. I don't really know, but that one anime is what I want to probably react to during the season. If anything else pops up that I want to watch, I will. I'll tell you. But for now, that is the only one I want to watch throughout, unless I end up not liking it. Yeah. But for now, that's the only anime that I want to watch. I will be watching stuff like Mob Psycho, and this show from Madhouse that I can't remember that they were making. There's quite a few shows I will be doing one-time reactions to, but the problem is Neverland is one I want to watch throughout. I hope like the adaptation of it is good enough, but we shall see. Okay, again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I much appreciate all of you who decided to watch me. I'm not the best reactor. In fact, I'm not too much of a good one, but I'm glad that you watch here. Okay, much appreciated. I try to improve as much as I can each time I come live, right? So yeah, if there's anybody who reached to this point in the video, thank you for watching. I also stream on Twitch if you are interested in Twitch, so feel free to check me out on Twitch. The link is in the description if you care. If not, well, I'll see you for my future reactions. Alright. Also, my Twitter is there if you care about Twitter. Okay? So, yeah, I'll see you guys real soon for my future reactions. Thank you so much for watching. Goblin Slayer apparently will have another part. It will have more Goblin Slayer to come. They didn't say when, but he will return. He will return soon. Maybe next year, I don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But that was good to see. At least they confirmed there's gonna be more. Alright, so I'll see you guys real soon, okay? Goodbye. So long. And farewell. Goodbye.